one of the positive effects of Justice Southbury. So you know that I am never shy about telling you about my many faults. And one of my deepest fault is I do not like being woken up. And I am woken up, I am not patient, I am grumpy and grouchy. And the object of whoever woke me up, as long as it's not Kathy, is usually the target of something. And we're staying at a nice hotel, and at 2 a.m, the people next door in room 643 decided it was a good time to come back from wherever they'd come back from and to yell at each other. And not that you should need this, but there was a sign in the hallway that said, yes, exactly. There was a sign in the hallway that said, quiet hours. As a courtesy to fellow guests, we ask that voice levels and other noises be kept to a minimum between the hours of 9 p.m. and 7 a.m. Thank you. Courtesy. Now, I know that when I say things like, well, you're supposed to be courteous to each other, you're supposed to be kind to each other, that some people say, oh, that's politically correct. Come on, we don't have to be like that. But I do still think that being considerate is a kind and considerate thing to do. So, he woke me up. These guys woke me up at 2, woke Kathy up, woke the girls up. We called the front desk, asked them to intervene. They came, knocked on the door, and for a couple of minutes it got quiet, and then it didn't, and it stayed noisy. And I ended up calling again at 2:45 and again at 3:15, and eventually they stopped. But during that hour or so that I sat there stewing, because I knew that it would impact the following day with my family, which I almost never get to gather together. In my mind, I was playing out all the revenge fantasies that I could wreak upon these people if I but had magic powers. And some of them were awfully cruel. Boy, imagine if I could be a ghost and go through the door and do this and do that and make them do this and make them do that. And of course, I went through all of the things that the worst of our human nature would have us do if we were ruthless people who were not bound in any way by morality or laws or anything. If we could just get revenge in any way we wanted to, unlimited, my mind was going every single place you could go there. I thought, well, you know what? You guys should be black and see what it's like. You guys should be gay and see what it's like. I'm going to take your fingernails out. I'm going to do this to you, that to you. If I had guns, if I had knives, all of that. And of course, none of that's productive. And so as I was going through these things, I hit upon what actually would have been my solution if I had magic. I would have gone over there. I would have forced them to come to our rallies. I would have gotten my revenge by saying, look, be kind, liberty and justice for all, love your neighbor. Your penalty here is you're going to have to internalize this stuff. You're going to have to take this stuff seriously. You're going to have to come with us on the corner and ask other people to be courteous and considerate. And then not just courteous and considerate 2 a.m. and 3 a.m. in a hotel room, but courteous and considerate in how you go about your life. And that means that you side with the woman with the camera and the man with the camera, and don't side with the guys with the guns. And it means side with the people who are struggling because of their identity, because of the difficulties they face in life. Your penalty is you're going to have to join us in loving your neighbor in support of our vision for a more fair and kind community for all. And I hit upon that, and that's what got me to go to sleep. Because I said, okay, that's what Justice Southbury can do for this angry man in the middle of the night.